morning. No, my haere mai. I'll just start us off with Karakia. So, please. Ko rangi, ko papa, ka pita, ko ro, ko tāne mahuta, ko tangaroa, ko tū mātaonga, ko haumi e tiki, ko tāwhiri mātia, tōku ngā te rangi ki runga, ko papa ki raro, ka pita te ira tangata ki te whaiao, ki te ao mārama, e rongo whakairi aki ki runga, te tū whakamaua kia tēnā, kuie, tā, ki e. Kia ora tātou, nau mai haere mai ki te kura tuaroa o Waihora. Ko Bobby tōkunga, ko ahau tētahi o ngā kairaki. Kia ora and welcome to Te Kura Tuaroa o Waihora. My name is Bobby and I'm one of the head students of 2022. A piece of advice I'd like to give you before coming to high school is, kei oiu ringa te ao, the world is yours. What I mean by this is grabbing opportunities with both hands and holding them tight. Here at Kura, I received many opportunities that helped me grow into the waihinga I am today. Some of the positions that led to a lot of opportunities were head student and being someone youth MP, which I get to go to Parliament. Although these are leadership positions, I also got to represent our kura at multiple events, including Money Political, a speech competition in Year 9 and Year 10, and I'll get to go again this year. Playing regional and national level kia rangi, where we travelled to Napier and Waitangi, and standing with Te Pāhui Whetū Waihora, a Selwyn secondary level kapahaka rōpū. These are some of my successes, and yours will be different. Here at our kura, there is always a student, teacher or staff member that will be there to support you. However you choose to succeed, whether this be academically, sporting, cultural, etc., it will be celebrated. Our school motto is seek the high school, or fly to eat te kahirangi. I encourage you as you start your high school journey, seek your high school. What is your goal and how are you going to achieve it? What does your path or your journey look like? And it's all okay if you don't know your journey or your goal yet. That's what high school's for. Kei oiu ringa te ao. The world is yours. Nau mai, haere mai. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā rā tātou katoa.
Kia ora, my name is Yash, and I'm one of the 4 head students here at Lincoln High School. Thank you for coming over to our open day. I'd like to start off with the whakatauki. E te haumarangai, e tū te pahokahoka. There may be a little storm, but in the end, there's a rainbow. Just like a rainbow after a storm, success follows failure. Now keeping this in mind, let's go on a journey of all the opportunities Lincoln High School has to offer. The first time I used the amazing food technology rooms, my bread came out black and harder than physics exams. The first chair I made in woodwork had screws popping out and broke the instant my cat sat on it. And in English, my first short story started with and ended with, and it was all a dream. I know, how original, right? You might be wondering, why is Yash talking about all his failures? Well, if you notice, these were all my first attempts. I could only improve from there on out, get better. I wouldn't be comfortable with failing if I didn't feel supported by my teachers, if they didn't encourage me to venture outside of my comfort zone. A safety net was laid below me, so instead of starting from ground zero again, I could start from where I left off. I didn't let my past define me, and instead of after hunger, I stayed resilient. And look at me now. I have the utmost pleasure of sharing my experience with you all. These upcoming years are ones which will shape you and you'll remember forever. You'll joyfully look back at them and say to your kids, I remember that one time at Lincoln High School, and the countless memories will flood through. And at the start of your journey at Lincoln, you might be scared, and that's alright. I know exactly how you feel. I didn't know anyone here when I came, but because of the wide range of people with different interests, the numerous opportunities and supportive staff, you will have no trouble fitting in. That little storm will blow right past. Trust me, these years will go by in a blink of an eye. And who knows, maybe in 5 years' time you'll be up here speaking to the wonderful leaders of our future. Lincoln has the means to provide for you and your passion and achieve your goals. So just like a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, you'll come out of high school shining. Thank you.
Kia ora koutou. Good afternoon. My name is Taylor and I'm in Year 9 at Lincoln High School. On my first day, I wasn't quite sure where I was going. It seemed daunting and everyone was a bit nervous. But the teachers and older students are extremely supportive and stationed around the school to point you in the right direction. The first week of high school was very relaxed. It's just the year 9s for a couple of days before the other years gradually start to join. This gives you a chance to get used to the students in your year and to adjust to new surroundings. If you don't know many people that will be going to Lincoln High, don't worry. The first week is about getting to know students and the school. There are seniors called peer support leaders that will be in your room class on the first day, and they will have arranged activities that will help you get to know your classmates. These activities are done in a way that doesn't make you feel nervous or awkward. They are simple, fun, and a good way to learn more about other students. In my first week of high school, I managed to get lost twice, slip down the maths room stairs, and crash into a range of different objects. Each time something happened, the teachers and students were lovely and helped me get to my class or asked if I was okay. Even if you're as clumsy as me, I think you'll do wonderfully at high school.
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Ko Jaden toku ingoa. Hello, my name is Jaden and I'm from Year 9. This time last year, I was in the exact same position as you all. Sitting where you are with my parents, feeling very nervous about going into the next step of my education. Things like what school I'd go to, what subjects I'd pursue, what it is like to be at a big school, unsure of everything is, and the list goes on. I understand how you may feel if you are unsure or a bit anxious. I also get quite stressed and anxious about things like this. But feeling like this is totally normal. So hopefully today, you'll get a greater understanding of what Lincoln High School is all about. Our school tikanga, kia whakamana, let's be respectful. Kia whakapono, let's be reliable. Manaakitanga, let's be supportive. And kia mana warora, let's be resilient, all revolves around seeking the highest good. This motto is something that you'll get very familiar with. Lincoln High is big on sporting, cultural, musical and technological opportunities. These are all part of optional subjects. You will get to choose 4 at the start of the year. Then you have 5 compulsory subjects: English, Maths, Social Studies, Science and Health and PE. You'll definitely find something you'll really enjoy among the large variety of subjects. Then day 1. On the first days of term, you'll stay with your link classes where you'll play lots of team building and name games. You'll also have lots of support from your peer support students who are from the senior school and will help introduce you into the new surroundings. Once the week is up, you will begin to transition into a normal schedule where you'll attend classes. You won't get lost as your teachers will pick you up from the hall. Then from there, high school is a breeze. You'll build new relationships, learn heaps, and most importantly, have fun. To conclude, high school can be nerve-wracking at first, but there's plenty of support from teachers, peer support, your deans, and head of year. So come and join all of us here at Lincoln High School. Stay safe and have a great evening.
Kia ora koutou, ngā mihi nui kia koutou. Ko Katie Patterson, toku ingoa. I'm the principal at Lincoln High School and very proud to be so. I sometimes think at these events when I listen to the students and what they've got to say that that's probably the best part of the evening for you, but hopefully I can fill you in on some of the other things that are happening at the school. So first of all, I thank you for taking the time out to find out more about our wonderful school. New Zealand and indeed the world is continuing to experience unprecedented times, and I'm very proud to be part of this community where the adaptability, the resilience and the respect our students and staff have shown during COVID-19 has been a testament to the high level of commitment to learning that we enjoy at Lincoln High School. I thank 2 of our head students, Bobby and Yarch, for their speeches tonight, and Taylor and Jaden, Year 9s. It's very daunting to stand up here, and they probably know a lot of you out there in the audience. Thank you for sharing your thoughts tonight. Jaden mentioned our tikanga. Kia whakamana, let's be respectful. Kia whakapono, let's be reliable. Kia manaaki, let's be supportive, and kia manaroa, let's be resilient. These will be talked about in assembly and they will be used and modelled with our students and our staff. They all help us make the young person into someone who will strive to be the very best they can be in all they do, both now and in the future. Student leadership is, at all levels, is a key feature of everyday life at our school. The school councils and the student executive provide us with valuable student voice and lead student activities in the school. To quote an old adage, don't judge a book by its cover. What do I mean by that? As you walked in tonight, a school need not be defined by its buildings, but rather by what is happening inside the classrooms. Having said that, it's nice to be able to confirm to the community first time that we have had stage 1 of the master plan for the redevelopment of Lincoln High School confirmed by the Ministry. It will take 2 years to complete the first phase, and we have a number of temporary buildings which you may have seen as you came in that have been erected because we've had to evacuate J Block, which is being demolished due to earthquake concerns, and will be replaced by a new administration block and a 12 classroom science redevelopment within the next 2 years. Researcher, New Zealand researcher actually, John Hattie, who lives in Australia, said we should be celebrating the staff in our school, and I very much agree with his statement. It is an honour and a privilege to lead such a fine school with capable, competent and committed staff who will always do that extra for each and every one of our students. We pride ourselves as a contemporary, future-focused school, always looking to excel in whatever we do. Making the move away from NCEA Level 1 was carefully researched and managed to reduce student stress and anxiety while increasing engagement through our semester courses. We are very excited and enthusiastic about this change. Our pass rates are very high, with 98.8% of our Year 12 students achieving Level 2 NCEA last year. We want our students to be able to learn, unlearn and relearn through their curriculum experiences. From 2023, our juniors will complete a semesterised junior program over 2 years. This will involve the same proportion of traditional, core and option class subjects as we currently have. After doing research and reviewing our school data, we have made the decision to move away from enrichment classes in the junior school, but semesterisation enables students to be personally enriched in other ways. We have a strong sporting culture where there are many opportunities for students to represent the school across a large number of sporting codes. Basically, you name it, we'll try and find a way to offer it for you. Students are fully engaged in music, drama and cultural activities, including karakia, orchestra, concert band, school productions and more. All students are supported by a link teacher and a pastoral team as they move through the school. A Deputy Principal, Jamie Luilier, will be the head of level for Year 9 in 2023. Mati Huruhuru Kariri Te Manu. Adorn the bird with feathers so it may fly. That is what we aim to do with each and every student that comes through Lincoln High School. We nurture and guide our students to be the very best they can be, so that they are ready to thrive in a changing world. I wish you all the very best as you prepare to make a very important decision about which high school is right for you. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou.
Tēnā koutou, ko Jamie toku ingoa. So as Kathy said, I'm going to be the head of level for Year 9 next year. And I was in your position at the middle of this year when I started at Lincoln High School after moving from the North Island back to the homeland after 10 years away. As the head of year level, I'm probably one of your points of call for life at Lincoln High School next year. And one of the things that I've noticed as I've started at Lincoln is the warmth that our staff have and the warmth that our student body has. So you're in safe hands and comforting hands when you're at Lincoln High School. And by all means, if during this evening or over the next little while you have any questions that pop up that you think, oh, I just need an answer to that one, sing out and reach out to me and I'll do my best to find those answers for you. Tēnā koutou.
Kia ora e te whānau, nā mā haere mai, e te kura o Waihura, ko Blair Johnston tōko ingoa, he tunu ake tōrua, he te kura o Waihura. Kia ora everyone, my name is Blair Johnston. I'm one of the associate principals here at te kura o Waihura, and I'm currently the head of level for year 9 and year 13. Part of our process going forward now, and in my capable hands to hand over this transition, is we've got, as you can see either side, some amazing rangatahi from our school. We're going to be here offered to be tour guides this evening to take you around school. What we'll do in a minute is, please bear with me, there'll be a little bit of time delay as we just transition out. A tour guide will take you to a starting point that on the reverse side or within your program that you have tonight. When you get to your certain starting points, part of that is just so we can keep a nice flow going around the classrooms. If you get there and you decide actually think that starting point and you do not wish to stay with your tour guide for the rest of the evening, that is fine. But if you'd like to stay with them, then please let me know and they will follow you and take you around this evening and answer any questions. As well as that, we've got amazing kaikoa, our staff around, and we're happy to help out where they can. He are te mihi nui te ao, he tangata, he tangata, he tangata. What is the most important thing in the world? It is people, it is people, it is people. I really want you, as you go through tonight and look and have that kōrero with our staff, our rangatahi, and find out about the connections we have. We value the importance of you, and we value that importance of whanaungatanga of relationships, and we look forward to meeting you over the course of the evening and having and going forward as you come back to us next year in 2023 as year 9. So, Lord, tēnā koutou, kia ora tātou katoa. Again, lovely to meet you all, and if you just wait, bear with me and we'll release you now. Thank you very much.